In the year 2011, the world was slipping into chaos. The New World Order was broadcasting a signal that kept the people in darkness. The poor and the underclass were growing. Racial justice and human rights were non-existent. The globalist banksters had created a repressive society, and we were their unwitting accomplices. Their intention was to build a world reminiscent of George Orwell's prophetic book, 1984, and it rested on the annihilation of humanity's consciousness. We were being lulled into a trance. They had made us all indifferent to ourselves and to others. They made us focused only on our own goals, only on our own gain. Our cities were crawling with cops and with cameras. The people were joining up with them. They were selling out in exchange for promotions, bank accounts, new houses, and cars. It seemed they would do anything to be rich. Sometimes when I watch TV, I stop being myself. I'm a star. I have my own talk show, or I'm on the news getting out of my limo. And people watch me. People love me. And I never grow old, and I never die. Thomas Jefferson said, "I believe that banking institutions are more dangerous to our liberties than standing armies." Keynes, the author of America's Money and Banking System, wrote, "By this means, government may secretly and unobserved confiscate the wealth of the people, and not one man in a million will detect the theft."
They use their tongues to deceive you. The venom of snake is under their lips.
James Madison said, "History records that the money changers have used every form of abuse, intrigue, deceit, and violent means possible to maintain their control over governments by controlling money and its issuance."
Why? Why do we worship greed? Perched on top of us, from birth to death, are our owners.
When Smokey and I first met Anthony at the Capitol building, he told us he was from Denver originally and had worked on the construction of the New World Airport. You know, the airport with all those weird-ass murals and underground tunnels.
So wake up! They're all about you! All about you! Wake up!
When I was done speaking, Smokey walked over and sat down next to Anthony. He asked him if he'd like to get a shower and grab a bite to eat at our place. Anthony looked like he'd been on the road for a while. But Anthony acted like he didn't want to be friends with Smokey and I. He acted aloof. I think he was still asleep. I think he was afraid. He was afraid of what I was saying. I don't think Anthony wanted to wake up. I don't think he was ready yet. I watched Smokey walk away, and Anthony followed him. Smokey was great. He knew a lot about what was going on. He turned me on to Alex Jones and Infowars.com, and that's how I first learned about the globalist banksters. Smokey said, "I don't like nobody following me unless I know why." Anthony said, "I don't join up with nobody unless I know where he's going." As they walked along, Smokey explained to Anthony about the globalist banksters' plans to take down America. He explained that there's a worldwide conspiracy being orchestrated by an extremely powerful and influential group of genetically related individuals, which includes many of the world's wealthiest people, top political leaders, and corporate elite. Their goal is to create a one-world communist, fascist, and totalitarian government, stripped of nationalistic and regional boundaries, through the implementation of initiatives such as Agenda 21, ICLEI or ICLEI, and the environmental movement. Smokey explained to Anthony about the false left-right paradigm, government-sponsored terrorism, false flags, and the role of 9/11 in eroding our constitutional freedoms and ushering in the police state.
You want to know what's going on? Put these on.
Our resistance movement had developed a technology that enabled us to bypass the New World Order's jamming signal and identify other members of our movement. If we could just find out where the signal was being broadcast from, we could take it down. Then not only would we not need the sunglasses anymore, but the whole world would be able to see the truth. While Anthony was checking out the sunglasses, Smokey told him to read 2 books, The Creature from Jekyll Island by G. Edward Griffin and Tragedy and Hope by Bill Clinton's professor at Georgetown, Carol Quigley, which explained the history of the bankstering cartels and how they planned to take over the planet. He told Anthony to watch Alex Jones's movies, Endgame, Invisible Empire, Fall of the Republic, and others to fully understand the big picture. Clearly the answer to 1984 was 1776. America's return to a sound monetary system and the restoration of our civil liberties.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
You need to tone it down and chill out.
They're using the cell phone towers to broadcast the illusion. We need to take out the cell phone towers. Are you guys with me? Let's go.